Hello and welcome back to our preview of Crusader Kings II, The Reaper's Due. I am TJ Hafer and we are playing as Duchess Adela of Northumberland here in the grand old year of 1371. We have survived the Black Plague. We've also survived I think it was a smallpox outbreak, which has now spread to Scandinavia. The plague is actually gone from the map now, but there could possibly be a resurgence. There were actually, not a lot of people know this, but there were actually two instances of the Black Death that made it to Western Europe. And as per how the game rules work, that is actually possible. We've just finished fabricating a claim on Westmoreland, but paying for that claim put us pretty deep in debt, so I'm going to wait a little while to declare war just to make sure we're able to pay our soldiers. And meanwhile, I am going to start fabricating a claim on Lancaster, the county of Lancaster, which is currently ruled by Henry Plantagenet, so he is I think a cousin to the king. King Edward the Spider, who actually someone in the comments pointed out, he's not the historical Edward IV. This is actually Edward the Black Prince. Who, go do some reading on him if you haven't. He's an interesting dude, and he became King of England in this timeline. So, and he's a master schemer. Although his martial is actually higher than his intrigue stat, despite the fact that he's craven. Oh, and he's one-handed. That's a new trait in Reaper's Due. You can, instead of getting maimed, you get specific traits based on how you were maimed, and that is so he's a one-handed Black Prince / King. I was thinking about moving my capital to York, and it's actually no longer depopulated, so that might actually be... Yeah, let's go ahead and move our capital to York. So that took... I guess I'd have to look back over the previous episodes, but I think it took about 20 years, maybe, to go from severely depopulated back to normal. Northumberland is prospering, so that's nice. You can see this pile of grain here, so we're getting level 1 prosperity. Reduces revolt risk, gives us more taxes, and increases our levy reinforcement rate. Doesn't actually give us more levies, unfortunately. I'm not sure what the higher levels of prosperity do yet, because I have not seen them yet. Oh yeah, we're also at war with France. The English-French anti-papal war, which... something to do with an anti-pope, I don't know. We're winning, so that's all I really care about. But thanks to that prosperity, we are making a good chunk of change per month, so we should be able to declare war very soon. I'm actually going to move my longbow retinue into a position where they can attack more quickly. Am I reinforcing it full? Yes. Seek treatment for illness. Oh yeah, I think they fixed this bug where I just have cramps that I can't get rid of. Worried I'm infected with plague. Alright. Forbidding laughter. Yeah, that's a great treatment right there. Is that a new Spymaster icon? Oh yeah! So, between when I recorded the last video and this one, they sent me a code for the Reaper's Due content pack, and there are new models for female advisors. The one thing that I wish they would do is I really wish they would update the models from the release version, because you can just see the difference right here. This is a much, higher quality model than like the old default counselors that were, created in 2011 or whatever. King Edward of England has decreed to increase the power of the council. Under the order of Duke Guy of Meath, who is actually, I believe, he's my ally. He's married to my sister, yep. Or Duke Guy, maybe, if it's, I guess because he's English, it'd probably be Duke Guy, not Duke Guy. I don't know what influence French pronunciation still had on England in the 1300s, to be honest. Shut the gates. What kind of epidemic It looks like camp fever in Wales. We can find someone that has camp fever to see what the actual effect of that is. I don't think anyone's contracted it yet. We're not going to shut the gates, though. This ain't no Black Plague. By the way, it says Denmark instead of Denmark. Is their king... No, he's Danish culture, so I think that it should just be called Denmark, but they might have changed that, since in Danish it is actually Dan with an A. So... I grow more and more impatient with Chancellor Simon. His slothfulness makes him go to extreme lengths to avoid having to do any actual work. Let's see... I'm not going to throw him in jail, but I am going to give him a stern talking to. When I had finished talking sternly to Chancellor Simon, I didn't really expect him to talk back, but the anger that filled him was fast vented immediately. I ignored it and left Chancellor Simon barely able to speak because of his anger. Alright. You old slothful, gluttonous bastard. He's actually got pretty decent stats. Alright, so we've almost built up a war chest. I think in July we will march on Westmoreland. Edward has declared the English-Danish de jure war over Cumberland. That's mine by right. That's part of my de jure land. So if he takes that and doesn't give it to me, I'm going to be pretty pissed. Thanks to my great diplomatic skill, the smuggler's ring in Northumberland has been destroyed. The head of the last smuggler is now rotting on a pike outside the city gates. That's what you get. That's what you get. Alright. Do I have it? I guess I have autosaves set to yearly. Yeah, we want half year. I'm going to manually save. Just to make sure. Alright, so we are going to declare war on Duke Maurice of York. Make sure he doesn't have any allies. He does not. And he only has Baron-level vassals. For my claim on Westmoreland, I'm going to call in my ally, Duke Guy of Meath. And I am going to raise my armies. And we're just gonna go ahead and straight step on him. Yeah, I'll put my husband in charge of a flank. Upon the conclusion of a long council meeting, you decide to make a toast. Of course, one toast eventually becomes many, and time seems to slip away. Later, as you leave the council chamber, you stumble and fall on your face. You can feel the taste of blood in your mouth and dizziness setting in. So I can call for help, or I can do this. I actually have picked this option and had my ruler die before. So I don't think... I'm going to go ahead and call for help. You hear the voice of Prince Bishop Fulk just before you pass out. As you wake up the next morning, it feels as if your head's about to explode, but at least you are safe. So I now owe the Bishop of Durham a favor. Whoa! What did I die of? Died in battle against Durham. Like, immediately. Wow. Okay. So I am now playing as Duke Anselm, the 14-year-old Duke of Northumberland. I've got 2 years to go. I have the Craven trait, which is terrible, but also Gregarious, which is great. So be it. I'm going to turn the game speed down a little bit. My heir is now my sister, Mary d'Umfreville. She is a rowdy, indolent idolizer. Died bravely on the field of battle. There you go. Duchess Adela is Valhalla bound. So much as a Catholic could be Valhalla bound. I guess she's going to whatever... I think Dante had something in one of his books about the realm where good Christian warriors go who died defending the faith. So someone was asking in the comments about a possible bug where succession wiped out your council. And as we can see here, it didn't do it this time. It fired my Chancellor and my Spy Master for some reason, but it didn't totally wipe out my council. This guy is a drunkard lunatic. I think I'd rather have my father be my Chancellor. He's at least less likely to kill me. And my Spy Master... The Baron of Richmond really wants a seat on the council, but he also doesn't like me. And I frankly don't like him either, so I'm going to give it to Matthew. Well, no, he's a commander, so I actually don't want to give it to him. Yeah, I'll give it to the Baron of Richmond. It'll make one of my powerful vassals like me, and, you know, that's a good thing. And train troops in York. Yeah, we should win this easily. I shouldn't have sent in my longbowmen so early. I've been having these special feelings for a special someone lately, the strange urges to find myself embraced and close to another person. If only I could find myself alone with the carpenter's daughter, the farrier's apprentice. This is interesting. I might have seen this event once before, but you actually get to choose if you want your leader to become gay, which is kind of an interesting choice. Gameplay-wise, it's not something that makes a lot of sense in the Middle Ages, but role-playing wise can be very interesting. I'll pick the Carpenter's Daughter. I'll just go the most obvious route for this one. Crusade for Jerusalem! Deus Vult, indeed. We will vault many deuses. I know that's not what that phrase means, but... I decree that there shall be peace in my realm. You have 3 months to end your conflict. Alright, so we need to siege this thing down quick. I might have enough troops to assault it. Alright, after weeks of waiting for the right opportunity, I find myself behind the barn, alone together with the carpenter's daughter that my heart has been longing for. My palms are sweaty and my chest is pounding. I can declare my eternal love for her. I gain the chaste trait. Kiss her on the cheek, or suggest a secluded cuddle inside the barn. Yeah, let's do some cuddling. He's 14. He's old enough. All right, white peace in 95 days. So 2.9 every 12 days. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna have time to siege it down. We'll wait until we get to like the 15-day mark and see where we are. We might be able to assault the castle. I usually like to have 10-to-1 odds. 5-to-1 is not horrible, but there's a chance we wouldn't break it. So close. Can we get him to surrender? Not quite. I could abandon... Oh, fucking A. And watch, he's not going to give me Cumberland either. Council's discontent, that's fine. I think we need to kill King Edward. I think the Black Prince needs to die. As soon as I come of age, I am going to pick the intrigue focus, and we're going to see what we can do about this bastard. I'm not a fan of his. Really not. I guess I could have tried to buy a favor from him, but he probably wants a shitload of money. Yeah, he wants like 1,300, almost 1,400 gold for a favor. Well, we'll see. What is his opinion of us right now? Now that we, once again, much like my old my previous character, he has almost no opinion of us whatsoever. Well, that's moderately annoying, but if he gives us Cumberland, I'm okay with it. Also, we still have a claim on Westmoreland. How long is the truce? Needs to be approved by your council. We have a valid CB. Oh, maybe realm peace. 57 months. So we have to wait like 5 years to try that again, but it will be ours. Oh yes, it will. By trying to curb the power of his shrewdest vassal, he will only make us stronger. Alright, a son was born to my aunt, who's currently unmarried, and Duke Domnall, the Unready. Who is that? Godfrey. Character Finder. Domnall. He is the Duke of Leinster. Leinster. I don't know how to pronounce that either. He is an Irishman of the Macmurada clan. And he is mildly powerful. So this is now my bastard cousin. Is he in my court? I guess he is, because I can choose a focus for him. I'm going to try to turn him into... He's English already, so I don't need to change that. I will teach him of his duty. That is what I will teach him. Also, my heir needs an education focus. She is rowdy and indolent, which I think is good for a martial education. So we definitely don't want to give her either of these two. Yeah, well, let's do diplomatic. We're definitely going to win this war against the Danes, I'm pretty sure. But if he doesn't give me this county, I'm gonna be annoyed. I really am. Regency for Duke Anselm has ended. Alright. I have become a Grey Eminence! Yes! So I became trusting, which is going to hurt my intrigue, but overall I have really great stats. We're going to go with the intrigue focus. I think that's the one we want, right? Yeah. So... Plot to kill would have a strength of 29. I'm going to spy on King Edward. Very close eye indeed. Gregorius. That looks like the Finno-Ugric model. And Casey, the lore dog, is being needy right now. Here you go. Oh. She's tripping all over the place. All right. York seeks to claim a fabricated claim on the Duchy of York. What a surprise. Oh, I'm over to my domain limit. Also, I'm not married. I should really be paying attention to these. I'm going to put acquire title as my thing here. Legions enforce realm peace. Ruler unmarried. Alright, let's find a suitable wife who will help me not be over my domain limit.